Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Q3 FY23 earnings conference call of PNC Infratech Limited, hosted by Axis Capital Limited. This conference call may contain forward-looking statements about the company, which are based on the beliefs, opinions, and expectations of the company as on date of this call. These statements do not guarantee the future performance of the company, and it may involve risks and uncertainties that are difficult to predict. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then 0 on your touchtone telephone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. Now I hand over the conference to Mr. Jiten Rushi from Axis Capital Limited. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ish. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Axis Capital, I am pleased to welcome you all to the PNC Infratech Limited Q3 FY23 earnings conference call. We have with us the management team of PNC Infratech, represented by Mr. Yogesh Kumar Jain, Managing Director, Mr. B. Shawnee, Chief Financial Officer, and Mr. D. K. Maheshwari, Vice President Finance. We also have with us the Investor Relations team of Strategic Growth Advisor. We will begin with the opening remarks from the management, followed by an interactive question and answer session. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of PNC Infratech Limited, I extend a warm welcome to everyone for joining us today on this call. I have with me Mr. P.R. Rao, Director Infra, Mr. Bhupender Sahni, CFO, Mr. D. K. Maheshwari, VP Finance, and our Investor Relations Advisor. We have uploaded the financial results and investor presentation on the stock exchange as well as company's website for your reference. Initially, I would like to mention key updates in the industry, including recently announced Union Budget for the financial year 23-24, followed by key operational developments of the company and highlights of financial performance during Q3 and 9 months of financial year 23, post which we will be happy to respond to your questions. Now, I would like to take a moment to talk about the key updates in the industry. As per the MORTS data till the end of December 22, 7,263 kilometer length of highway were awarded, a rise of around 18% over the same period in previous year. As far as construction of highway is concerned, 5,700 meter length of highway constructed till December 22 as against the target of 12,000 kilometers for the entire year, financial year 23. Progress of highway execution hampered in many regions of the country due to prolonged monsoon that extended till the third week of October 22. It is expected that the pace of construction will pick up during Q4 of financial year 23. In the Union Budget, government continued its focus on infrastructure development across the core sectors. Government announced a hike in capital expenditure for overall spending on infrastructure development by 33% to rupees 10 lakh crore for financial year 24, which will be around 3.3% of the GDP. Government allocated on outlay of rupees 2.7 lakh crore for highway sector for financial year 24, a yearly growth of 24% over the revised allocation of rupees 2.17 lakh crore in financial year 23. Allocation to NHAI increased to rupees 1.62 lakh crores from last year revised allocation of rupees 1.42 lakh crore, a hike of 14% year to year. Government allocated rupees 97,278 crore to the Ministry of Jal Shakti, up nearly by 14% from last year allocation of rupees 69,053 crore. Allocation to Jal Jeevan Mission had also been increased nearly by 27% year on year to rupees 69,684 crores. With the higher allocation of the above sectors, more business opportunities are expected in financial year 24. Now coming to key updates of the company. During the third quarter of financial year 23, the company achieved financial closures by respective due dates for all 7 HAM projects for which concession agreement signed during the first half of current financial year. Out of the 7 HAM projects, appointed dates received for 5 projects starting from 10th November 22 till 1st February 2023. Appointed dates for remaining 2 HAM projects, Mathura Package 1B and Sonoli Gorakhpur, are expected before the end of current financial year. During the quarter, company received rupees 3.6 crore towards an arbitration award published in its favor from Military Engineering Services, Government of India in construction contract, namely resurfacing of runway and allied works at AFS Panagar, West Bengal. We are happy to share that CARE Rating has upgraded the company's long-term bank facilities to CARE AA+ with a stable outlook from CARE AA and reaffirmed the company's short-term bank facility to A1+. Credit rating of 2 subsidiaries has been upgraded. Khajuraho Highway Private Limited has been upgraded to CARE AA with stable outlook. PNC Bundelkhand Highways Private Limited has been upgraded to AA+ from A+. Company continue pursuit to strengthen the balance sheet coupled with prudent financial management and rating upgrade constantly. Now I will share operational and financial performance of the company. At present, the company has a total of 23 fund based on various PPP formats including BOT toll, BOT NOP and HAM. Out of these 23 projects, we have 18 HAM projects with a total bid project cost of rupees 24,590 crores. We achieved COD and PCOD of 5 HAM projects. 13 projects are under construction. In terms of equity investment, total requirement for all these 18 HAM projects is approximate rupees 2,440 crore. Out of which we have already infused rupees 1,176 crore till December 2022, and the balance will be infused over the next 2 years. The internal accruals that would be generated over the next 2-3 years should be sufficient to fund the total equity requirement. Now moving on to our order book. Our unexecuted order book on 31st December 22 is over rupees 17,800 crores. That includes EPC value of all the 7 new HAM projects. Out of total order book of over rupees 17,800 crores, the road and highway sector is around 65% and water and canal project is around 35%. In rural drinking water projects under GJM, the company has booked a revenue of rupees 615 crore till December 22, which includes rupees 108 crores revenue booked during the previous financial year. During the 9 months of financial year 23, total rupees 507 crore revenue was booked from phase 1 and phase 2 of water supply project. We expect a total revenue of around 900 crores in financial year 23 from the drinking water sector project. As the government signs cover agreement of approved scheme progressively for execution, we expect balance executable work would be around 3,000 crore at the end of financial year 23, and cover agreement for all remaining schemes are expected to be signed during the next financial year. Now I will present standalone and consolidated results for the third quarter of financial year 23 and 9 months ended December 31st, 2022. Standalone revenue for third quarter of financial year 23 is rupees 1,627 crore, which is higher by 7% year to year. EBITDA for the third quarter is rupees 208 crore, which is higher by 26% year to year. Profit for the third quarter of financial year 23 is rupees 129 crore, with a growth of 59% on year-to-year basis. Consolidated revenue of quarter 3 financial year 23 is rupees 1,803 crore as compared to rupees 1,722 crore in quarter 3 of financial year 22, with a growth of 5%. Consolidated EBITDA for the third quarter of financial year 23 is 345 crore, which is higher by 6% as compared to rupees 325 crore for the third quarter of the corresponding quarter of last year. Consolidated PAT for quarter 3 financial year 23 is rupees 140 crore as compared to 83 crore in quarter 3 financial year 22, with a growth of 68%. The standalone revenue for 9 months of financial year 23 is rupees 4,946 crore, which is higher by 13% as compared to rupees 4,388 crore in 9 months of financial year 22. EBITDA for 9 months of financial year 23 is rupees 673 crore, which is higher by 20% as compared to 563 crore for 9 months of financial year 22. PAT for 9 months is rupees 427 crore as compared to rupees 310 crore in 9 months of financial year 22, with a growth of 38% on year-to-year basis. Consolidated revenue for 9 months of financial year 23 is rupees 5,651 crore as compared to rupees 4,982 crores in 9 months of financial year 22, with a growth of 13%. Consolidated EBITDA for 9 months of financial year 23 is rupees 1,189 crore, which is higher by 13% as compared to rupees 1,054 crore for the corresponding period of last year. Consolidated PAT for 9 months of financial year 23 is rupees 512 crore as compared to 333 crore in 9 months of financial year 22, with a growth of 54%. As on 31st December 22, our net working cycle is 82 days and our debtor days has improved to 67 days as on 31st December 22 from 74 days as on 31st March 22. Our net worth on a standalone basis is rupees 3,752 crores as on 31st December 2022, whereas total standalone debt is rupees 150 crore, of which is equipment finance debt. As on 31st December 2022, we do not have any working capital loan. The total cash and bank balance as on 31st December 22 is rupees 365 crore. We have a net cash of rupees 215 crore. This translates to net debt to equity of 0.04 times. On a consolidated basis, our net worth is rupees 4,125 crores, whereas total debt is rupees 5,780 crores as on 31st December 22. The total cash and bank balance including current investments is rupees 1,100 crore. This translates to net debt to equity of 1.4 times. With this, we now open for the floor for question and answer.
Thank you. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and then 2. Participants are requested to use only handsets while asking a question. We have our first question from the line of Sharwan Shah of Dolat Capital. Please go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Sir, just to recheck the guidance in terms of the revenue, EBITDA margin, and then I will ask on the order inflow front. So for this year and the next year, revenue guidance and EBITDA margin?
This year in FY23, we are expecting the EBITDA margin around 13.3 to 13.5%, sir.
Okay. And revenue guidance for this year?
10% as compared to FY22 growth. Hello?
For FY24?
In the range of 10 to 15% as compared to FY23.
Okay. And the similar 13.5% margin is one can see for FY24 also?
Yeah. More or less, yes.
Yeah. So now major in terms of the road players. So though there is a significant tender pipeline is there, so just wanted to recheck in terms of the order inflow. So we were looking at 8 to 10,000 crore for this year and next year 10,000. So how much we are planning to bid in before March, and how much water are we expecting?
There are more than 100 projects are NHA already launched, NHA and Ministry, of a value more than 110 lakhs crores. So these bids are expected to be received before 31st March. There is a very low pipeline is there. So we have selected certain projects. Majority of these projects were selected for bidding. So we'll be bidding these projects, and still we are hopeful of getting 8 to 10,000 of new order book before end of the current financial year.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, we are connected. It seems Shravan is either disconnected or his line is muted. I'll take the next question. The next question is from the line of Nikhil Abhyankar of DAM Capital. Please go ahead. Nikhil, your line has been unmuted.
Yeah. So you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, sir, and congrats on a good set of numbers. So, sir, now that we have received the appointment date for 5 projects and only remaining for 2 projects, what is the executable order book right now?
17,800.
Sorry, sir?
31st December. Yes.
17,800.
So, what will be the value of these projects?
What will be the
Value of these 7 new HAM projects?
Somewhere around 15,000 crores?
No. Actually, it is the 65% of the 17,800 would be the highways, and 35% would be from water and irrigation.
7 projects.
And these 7 projects will be around 8,000 crores.
Yes, 7 projects is 8,700 crores, sir.
Okay. So, sir, what will be the executable value of the order book right now?
No, as we
The entire order book is executable.
So then, I was asking this question in regard of only 10 to 15% revenue growth for next year. So can we expect to beat that guidance going forward?
See, we can't speculate as of now how things will unfold, but we are expecting 15% growth. Always we aspire for the beating that, but as of now we don't want to say anything more than 15%.
Okay. And sir, any update on the monetization front?
As already we have informed in the last call that highest priority is given to the monetization of funded project of the company. In the first lot, total 12 projects selected for monetization, including 11 HAM assets and 1 BOT toll project. 12 selected projects would have a total debt around 6,800 crore and total equity of around 1,550 crore. Strategic advisor retained for running the monetization process. Due diligence of 3 HAM projects is underway by a potential investor. For remaining 9 projects, NDA we have already signed with 7 potential investors who shown interest in the portfolio, and due diligence are under process. We will keep you updated on the progress as we have moved forward.
So should we expect the closure in this financial year?
As regards out of 12, 3 projects they have already visited vigilance on the site. Maybe we may finalize.
We may execute the agreements before end of financial.
But FY24, it should be finalized.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thanks a lot. I'll join back in the.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Ashish Shah of Centrum Broking Limited. Ashish,
Yeah.
your line has been unmuted.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity, sir. Sir, first question is on the new 7 HAM assets. So when I look at the financially closed cost, the TPC, that is higher than the BPC that we had originally bid for last year. Generally, financially closed cost is a little lower than the BPC. So can you help us with the escalated BPC? I mean, how? Because obviously there would have been some escalation also. So I'm just trying to think how different is the TPC from the escalated BPC?
No, our EPC inclusive of.
Our EPC is inclusive of GST, 18%.
Whereas BPC is actually not included on the GST.
Yeah.
It's only reason. That is a major impact of 18%.
Okay. So, sorry, so you are saying the TPC is inclusive of the GST, which is applicable on the EPC project value,
Yeah.
Right.
whereas a BPC did not include that.
Yeah, because as per NHA current policy, all the
Right.
what we need to quote BPC is exclusive of applicable GST.
Correct. So earlier in the FY21 HAM assets, this thing was not there, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Earlier, in between, actually, there were 4-5 models. Before 2017, completely change in law. Then for a certain period, they included GST. Then certain period not. Again, they included. So this has happened. But currently, all BPCs are exclusive of GST component.
Sure. So the other thing, continuing with the same, is that for the TPC which you have given, let's say for all the assets put together, you have something like 9,400 crore of TPC. So what would be the equity proportion out of this? Out of this 9,400 crore TPC, what is the equity proportion?
Actually, all the 7 projects, we have finalized the financial closure based on 80-18. 82% debt and 18% equity.
18%.
Right. As regards the TPC method, we have to reduce the milestone payment 40%, and remaining 60% ka 80-18% in all the 7 projects.
Okay. So the proportion of equity is around 18%. Okay.
Right.
X of the grant portion. Yes, got it. X of the grant portion. So the other thing is on the JJM projects. There, so we did say that we'll have an opening backlog of 3,000 crore, which will be DPR approved for next financial year. Now, what is the revenue that we expect for next year? Earlier, we had said around 2,500 crore of revenue we can expect from the JJM projects in FY24. So what would be your guidance now?
We are expecting around 2,000 crore revenue for next year.
Okay. But sir, why this reduction, and are we not expecting any incremental projects to also get approved in FY24?
See, I think the incremental projects are getting approved, but what is happening, these projects initially, of the low value things are need to be executed initially, and like solar orientation as well as the overhead tank with the new technology and all, they are back-ended. So incremental thing is there, but this 2,000 crores, the experience what we got in current financial year, so we are expecting around 2,000 crores execution. We will definitely try to execute more amount, but as of now, our guidance is 2,000 crores next year.
Right. And so last question again on this is that by when do we expect the entire JJM scope that we have to, be approved in terms of DPR and available for execution?
See, by end of FY25, we expect more than 95% of, around 90% of the total JJM scope by the end of FY25. So only some residual payments will be left for FY26.
So you're saying whatever JJM order book you have by FY25, all the revenue will be, they will entirely be executed by and large by 25?
Yeah, about 90%, yes.
About 90%. Right, sir, I'll come back in the queue. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Mohit Kumar from DAM Capital.
Hi, sir. Good evening, sir, and thanks for the opportunity. So first question is clarification. Do we have enough orders on Jal Jeevan Mission side, in the sense, order opportunities? Are there enough tenders available in the market now, and anything in the UP?
See now total, there are 5 phases. Out of 4 phases already bid out. There is 1 phase is still left. So that we are looking forward to having some opportunities there in the phase, that phase of the project. But the bids are not floated yet. So we'll come to know what would be the bid cost and what kind of opportunity maybe in next 2 to 3 weeks.
That's on the UP, sir. Anything apart from the UP which you are trying to, bid?
So as of now, we are not looking at. But going forward, if some opportunities comes up in other states, so we will see those opportunities whether to pursue or not.
And on the NHA opportunity side, sir, do we have what kind of pipeline which is available in the state of Uttar Pradesh? Any rough ballpark number?
As of now, we have not calculated, but as we said, there are more than 1 lakh crore worth of projects are available to be bid out before 31st March. This around 100 projects of 1 lakh 10,000 crores. We have not exclusively calculated about Uttar Pradesh, but there is substantial amount of projects are there in the state of Uttar Pradesh.
And so lastly, sir, on the margin side, are we seeing, reduction in prices, commodity prices, which should help the margin going forward?
There is no such increase in the rate. No doubt this quarter it was 12.8%, but that is only because of the areas of the salary increment we have given during this quarter, about 10 crore rupees, or otherwise it is 13.4% EBITDA margin.
Okay. My question was, can I expect the margins to improve 30-40 basis point going forward, especially for Q4 and as we enter FY24? Or do you think
No, this should be around that 13.5. We should able to maintain around that figure only.
Including JJM execution, right?
Including JJM.
Understood, sir. Thank you and all the best, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Noel Vaz, Union Asset Management. Please go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to clarify one thing. So in our order book, it is mentioned that we have water projects of about 10,200 crores. So I presume by saying it, 95% completion will be...
Speak loudly, we are not hearing properly.
Just one minute. Hello, is it better now?
Yeah, comparatively better.
Yes. So we in the order book it is mentioned we have about 7,400 crores of from water and canal projects. So I presume that when you say 95% completion by FY25, we are talking about this particular portion of the order book, right?
No. We didn't say that we have 10,200 crores. Canal we have a
Sir, if you will see my presentation, so there water canal is 7,400 crores, sir.
Okay.
Outstanding as on 31st December. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is something. Second thing is that when you mentioned, this is a clarification, when you say 8,000 to 10,000 of new order flows by the end of FY23, this is a net increase, right? This is not just inflows per se, right?
Yeah, it's a net increase only. It's 8 to 10,000 additional order book we are talking about.
Okay, fine. Okay then. That is all from me. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Ash Shah from Elara Capital. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Thank you for the opportunity. So first question is, can you just give the revenue breakup for this quarter between roads, irrigation, and JJM projects?
Yes. You want project-wise or this?
No, industry-wise. Like,
Water, it was 267 crore.
okay.
And this canal project is 31 crore, and remaining is the road sector.
Okay. Also, can you give the breakup of between the canal project and water JJM project on the order book front as of 31st December?
7,200.
7,200
Breakup. इसका breakup है.
ये canal is 993 crore, sir, and water project is 6,420.
6,420 and canal is 993.
Right.
Okay, and follow up on this question. So canal project, last we spoke was that from January to June only we can work, otherwise we cannot work for the rest of the year. So when can we complete this 993 crores worth of project by?
See, we have got time up to 2025 because they see the water, they're leaving water more than what we expected. So we may get some kind of extension for the project. So we should be able to complete before the extended timelines.
And how much are?
Yeah.
How much are we expecting for calendar year 23, like for this period, Jan to June, revenue?
For calendar year 23, we'll be doing around 150 to 200 crores, 200 crore worth of work during the calendar year 23.
Okay. Just last question. On the monetization front, you said that we are planning for 12 projects. 3 are under execution. So, is only one party buying all those 12 assets, or we are selling it to different parties?
Different investor interested.
There are 7 investors.
Till now, we have signed the NDA with the 7 investors. They have shown their interest.
Yes, sir. You see, it might be the one investor may take all the projects because, however, 7 investors have shown for the entire portfolio together.
Okay, so we are open to sell all the assets to one investor as well.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Sandeep Dixit of Arjav Partners. Please go ahead.
Thank you. So just wanted some clarification. I'm not sure I heard the numbers correctly. Did you say that margins will be in the range of 21 to 21.5 going forward? 2-1?
No. You see, EBITDA margin we said around
The range of 13.5%.
30?
Pardon?
I'm sorry, 13.5 EBITDA margin.
13.5, yes.
So, if I look at the numbers, like historically pre-COVID, your EBITDA margins were in the range of the high 20s. Has something structurally changed?
No. That EBITDA margins on a console basis, but we are talking about a standalone basis EBITDA margin.
Okay. So, look, can you please help me with the console numbers, sir? Because I'm not confused because of that.
EBITDA console number, I think.
What would be the guidance for the console margin?
Console margin in 9 months, it is 21.05%. And
the same margin, it will be around same thing what going forward.
As it's currently, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other question clarification I had was you indicated the 10% YOY revenue growth. Is that for standalone as well, or is it on console?
It is standalone.
And would you have a guidance of consolidated?
See, what happened in some of the projects, like OMT projects, got completed during the current calendar year. So we need to work out and we'll come back to you.
Okay. Thank you. Those are the questions, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Shravan Shah from Dolat Capital.
Thank you, sir. Sir, couple of data points. For fourth quarter, how much equity are we planning to put, and for FY24 and 25?
Actually, in the fourth quarter, we are expecting 135 crore rupees equity to be infused, and FY24 around 450 to 500 crore rupees. FY24.
And FY25?
Around 350 to 400 crore.
3 to 400 crore. Okay. Got it. Couple of, sir, data points on the balance sheet front. So, inventory, trade receivable, trade payable, retention money, unbilled revenue, mobilization advance.
बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन कर दिया आपने.
सर डेटा पॉइंट आप प्रेजेंटेशन में दोगे तो बेटर है सर. अभी और भी है.
Mobilization advance is 388 crore on September 22.
Okay.
And retention is 134 crore.
Okay.
Or next.
Unbilled revenue, inventory, trade receivable, and trade payable.
Trade receivable, so I think it is mentioned the balance sheet also, no? It is 1197 crore trade receivable.
1197. Okay. And out of that, hand debtor is?
Hand debtor is 606 crore.
606 crore. Inventory is?
745 crore inventory total.
Okay. And trade payable? Sir, trade payable, creditors?
410 crore.
410 crore. And unbilled revenue?
115 crore, which is a part of the inventory.
115 crore. Okay. And now the project-wise order book, sir. So, starting with the smaller one, the Bhojpur Buxar and Kolyawar Bhojpur.
Bhojpur is only 7 crore rupees outside.
Okay. भोजपुर और कोलियावर?
कोलियावर खत्म हो गया.
ओके, कोलियावर खत्म हो गया. भोजपुर 7 करोड़, 7 करोड़. चकेरी इलाहाबाद?
139 crore.
139. चला करो हरियो?
चला केवी.
419. Okay. लखनऊ रिंग रोड पैकेज 1?
लखनऊ रिंग रोड एक ही है प्रोजेक्ट.
हाँ. नहीं, जो लास्ट क्वार्टर में 405 करोड़ था वही.
हाँ वही लखनऊ रिंग रोड ही.
हाँ.
242 करोड़.
सॉरी सर.
240 करोड़ सर.
240 करोड़. जगदीशपुर फैजाबाद?
ये 310 करोड़.
310. अलीगढ़ कानपुर पैकेज 5?
400.
उन्नाव लालगंज?
620.
मेरठ नजीबाबाद?
430.
दिल्ली वडोदरा पैकेज 29?
150.
पैकेज 31?
220.
220. Sir, this Gaju Village, Devinagar bypass, what's the EPC value in order book? Mathura, sir, you have already given 788. I'm talking Gaju Village, Devinagar bypass package 1C.
1C is also at Mathura.
650. That is also Mathura. 650.
650. Okay. And sir, you mentioned the irrigation projects 993 crore, but last quarter you mentioned 896. So there is a significant 100 crore kind of increase in scope of work?
Yeah. There is a 100.
It has increased to 1128 crore from 1000 crore.
Okay, 1120 crore. Okay, got it. Lastly, in terms of the capex, how much we have done and what we are looking for this year, next year?
In December, we have taken 37 crore.
Okay.
We are expecting in the range of 100 up to 100 crore rupees of FY23.
Okay, 37 crore we have done 9 months, and okay, so we are close to 66 crore we are expecting in this quarter.
Yeah.
And the next year also the similar 100 crore plus range?
It should be under 120 crore.
Okay, got it. And in terms of the fund-based, non-fund-based limit, how much we have utilized? I think the limit should be the same, 1,000 and 5,000 crore. And in terms of the utilized, how much?
1,000 crore we have not utilized. And there is a fund-based limit. There is no utilization. And the 5,000 crore case, 2,700 something we have utilized. 2585.
2585. Okay, 2585. Okay, so it has reduced. And in terms of the debt level, how do we see by end of March?
March, that should be. You want to stay on, na?
Standalone, sir. Standalone, only standalone.
It should be around 200 crore rupees. That will be for the term loan only.
Okay, got it. And just to clarify, this quarter, this 3.65 crore arbitration book in revenue is entirely part of the EBITDA. There is no expense against that. And also in terms of the bonus, last time we mentioned that we were expecting some 15 odd crore bonus for Aligarh most quarter. So have we received or are likely to be received in this quarter?
In revenue, it has included only 40 lakhs rupees and some part in the interest income of arbitration.
Okay. And Aligarh Muradabad 15 crore bonus are we getting in this fourth quarter?
We are expecting.
Okay, so the amount would be the 15 crore or
Yes.
Or and apart from that, any other bonus? Previously we were looking at Mumbai Nagpur, where clarity was not there, and the Delhi Vadodara package 2931. Are we expecting a broad range, and when are we expecting to receive?
See, in case of Nagpur, Mumbai, still it is status quo. There is no clarity. The policy level they have to take. In BAV 29, we are expecting some kind of a bonus to complete it before 17th of April. Similarly, in BA 31, if you complete it before 17th of May, then there also you get some kind of bonus. So going forward, we will be able to share.
Okay. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Jiten Rushi from Axis Capital Limited.
Thank you for taking my question, sir. So just one thing I want to understand, that you said initially to somebody else that PPC doesn't include GST, but PPC includes GST. So when we get grant from NHAI, that will be 40% net of GST, or it will be 40% total of the BPC?
40% of BPC. That is 40% of BPC.
So basically that doesn't include GST.
Yes, with the GST.
Without the... And sir, when you get on TPC, probably will be...
That is 40% of BPC plus GST.
Okay, plus GST. Okay, yeah, okay. So basically when you are investing, you're getting debt including GST and you're investing equity also including GST. That is what I understand, correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, in this quarter, you said that there is an increase in employee cost because of the 10 crore additional payment. Was my understanding correct, or am I missing something, sir?
Actually, we are giving the increment, annual increment. We have declared in the month of October and November, and we have given the area from January to this October in this quarter. That is why you will see that my EBITDA margin slightly little bit down as compared to last quarter.
So what is that? That total is 10 crores, right, sir?
So, or otherwise my EBITDA margin in the range of 13.35 to
4%. Got it. So okay. That is something which we do it every third quarter. That is a phenomena, right? That is what my understanding is. Yes. Got it, sir. So can you give us the collection number, sir?
Yes. Toll collection in Kanpur Highway 20.5. In Bareilly Almora is 14.9. Raebareli Jaunpur 32.16. And MP Highway 9.27.
So in which asset out of this you are looking to sell in the BOT toll asset, the one asset which you said?
Only one project of Bareilly Almora BOT project. Otherwise, MP Highway and Kanpur Highway is going to be completed in 25.
Okay. And Raebareli is an annuity project. So that also Raebareli we are not looking.
MP Highway and Kanpur Highway.
Yeah. But sir, Raebareli we are not looking because it's an annuity project. That is a
project, yes.
Okay. And sir, you said there is an increase of 100 crore in the canal project. So, but sir, the execution has remained muted so far. So, this will pick up probably this year. That is what you are trying to say because of the water which is being, heavy water flow from the for the canal project, as you said initially, right, sir?
Yeah. Actually, we are able to do work for 5 months only in a year. So this is even, initially we thought at least we would be able to do 8 months, but effectively we are doing only 5 months. That is the issue. And the government also acknowledges the matter because they have to provide water to the high cut because farmers are there and they have a socio-political ramifications. So that is there.
So basically, sir, we have done almost 430 crore revenue from water irrigation in first 9 months, and with your opening remarks, you said 900 crore revenue FY23. So basically, significant revenue in Q4 we are expecting, as you said correctly.
Yeah. See, that 900 crores is from our water sector, drinking water sector, out of which already 500 crores, 507 crores we have done. That is from rural drinking water sector. And remaining around 400 crores we will be doing in the Q3. This is the exclusive of canal.
Okay, so basically 9 months you have done 507 crores in water, and now you will be doing balance 400 crores in Q4.
Yeah, nearly 400.
So what is the canal revenue, sir? In 9 months and expected in Q4?
In 9 months, canal revenue is 114 crore.
Okay. Q4 we can do something?
Yeah. Q4 will be doing around 20 crores will be doing in Q4. Because just now we started the work after receiving the water.
Okay. That's it from my side. And sir, one last question, sorry. You said order inflow of 8 to 10,000 crores. So you were saying some other projects also excluding roads. So anything excluding road we are expecting in this 8 to 10,000 crore info, or this is purely roads, highways?
It's essentially highways and expressways only. But in case the government bids out the water project under phase 4, so some order book we are expecting from that. But that depends upon the due date for the bid and other things. Otherwise, it's a major fee.
What is the size of that phase 5? Hello? The size of phase 5, sir? What is the size of phase 5?
Phase 5 already awarded. Now only phase 4 is pending.
What is the size?
See, the total under phase 4 is around 10,000 crores worth of projects are there.
And this is the last leg from UP.
Yeah. This will be last leg of JGM in the state of Uttar Pradesh.
And then any plans to go in other states?
Yeah, we will go.
We'll certainly evaluate the opportunities.
Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you and all the best, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Vasudev from Nuvama Group.
Yes, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So most of my questions are answered. Just I wanted to know your thoughts on the competitive intensity in road space.
See, as progressing competition is high, as all you know. We have another 110 lakh crores worth of projects. So what we expect competition would be modern because some of the players already got their votes and all, and we expect that there is enough cake for everybody. So we are expecting around 8,000 crores of new order book from this 1.1 lakh crore bids floated by NHA and FY23.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Vishal Periwal from IDBI Capital.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot for the opportunity. And first of all, I think congratulations, sir, on maintaining the margins. Vis-a-vis how the peers are, they are coming out with the result. But my question is more on the execution side, sir. I think initial commentary was JMM allocation has increased, ministry road allocation has increased. We are having an order book, but why I think our guidance still remain in the range of 10% for this year, which again means probably a muted growth in quarter 4, and next year again 10 to 15%. So is there any approval which are pending or any equity concerns? So, I'm just trying to correlate with the macro and then how we are guiding, sir.
Actually, in the current financial year FY23, though we expected more than 10%, this year very uncharacteristically the monsoon has extended. See, monsoon has extended even the third week of October at many of our project sites. Some of our water sites like Dahrej and Pilibhit inundated totally, and even our road works also affected badly. So which never expected. We thought normally monsoon recedes in the month of September, but this year monsoon. So in fact our Q3 we expected more revenue, but we settled at 1600 something. So that is the reason in the current financial year we're talking about 10% growth over the previous financial year. So next year 15%. As of now,
we are giving
15%. Going forward, we see how the approvals are forthcoming, and the two projects still appointed dates are to be declared. How this progress will pick up in this thing, and how monsoon will behave in the next year. So these are the factors. So as of now, we are taking it at 15% growth over FY23.
Okay. And then second, this was more of a data point. What has been the inflow for us in 9 months?
Pardon?
Order inflow for us in 9 months this year?
9 months, we couldn't get any new orders in the 9 months. Even in compared to normally, it is a trend in NHA. So in the fourth quarter only, the maximum number of projects are bid out in the fourth quarter. As I said, 110 lakh worth of projects are there for bidding in the fourth quarter.
So now we are expecting 10,000 crores.
Yeah, we are expecting up to 10,000 crores in the current.
Okay. Pardon me for my ignorance. So, and the last one is on, I think equity you mentioned, which you plan to infuse over the next 2 years. Can you give a breakup in 24 and 25?
24 in the range of 450 to 500, and in FY25, 350 to 400 crore.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All the very best, sir.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Parvez Qazi of Nuvama Group.
Hi. Sir, just one question from my side. What was the toll collection in Kanpur Ayodhya project and the Eastern Peripheral Expressway project this quarter?
Kanpur Ayodhya already completed on 1st October, so there was no collection in this quarter.
And Eastern Peripheral Expressway, I guess that went on till November, right?
Yeah, it has closed from 10th of November, and till October and 10th November, it is around 49 crore.
Sure. And one question to Yogesh. So there, I mean, do we expect that the pre-qualification norms for road projects will get changed anytime soon, or whatever has been going on for last 2 years, these things are going to continue now?
So we are expecting from last 3 months. So we will see what will happen. We can't say exactly yet.
Sure. Thanks. That's it from my side, and all the best for future.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Prem Khurana of Anand Rathi Shares. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for taking my question, sir. So, sir, I think we've spoken a lot about the way we've been able to make progress with our UP drinking water supply orders in terms of execution. Could you please talk about, I mean, how has our experience been in terms of payment cycle? Because we've already executed a part of the order backlog now. So are we receiving our payments in time?
See, drinking water thing, payments are is reasonable, but the only issue is that we need to bill for each scheme. In each Gram Panchayat, you have to raise a separate bill. So the billing at a disaggregated level is a very burdensome. So if you are doing a work in 1,000 Gram Panchayat, you have to write 1,000 bills every month. So that is taking time consuming. Post that, then certification and all, it is taking time. But payments we are getting regularly. Only thing that the preparation, submission and the certification is taking time.
Oh, okay. So when I look at our trade receivable for the quarter, right, I mean 1197 odd crore rupees, you said 600 odd is for hybrid. So balance 600, how would this be split between, let's say, our road EPC and the water EPC, canal as well as, I mean, the JJM put together?
Yeah, this includes everything, canal, water and other EPC projects.
But the split kaisa hoga between road and water? Would you have that number readily available?
No, water is only the billing which we have done in the last in the month of December. It is around 114 crore rupees outstanding.
Oh, okay, sure. Which is not material. Sure. And in terms of so how many DPR are already approved by now, and how many more are we expecting to get approved in this quarter, in Q4?
Around 1,200 schemes approved out of say 2,700, 1,200 schemes approved for a value of around 2,700 crores as of now, and as of 31st December, and they are progressively approving. So we expect all the schemes will be approved before 30th June of this year.
Okay, so entire 7,000 odd crore rupees that we have is, what do you think, will be approved?
Actually, it is not coming 7,000, big around 6,000, because they are combining some schemes. Because to keep the overall cost and other cost per household within the norms fixed by Jal Jeevan Mission. So it would be around 6,500 crores. So the all schemes are expected to be approved before middle of this year, calendar year.
Okay, sure. And then, I mean, in terms of, because, I mean, roads have become big for us, and we're gradually seeing even our water gain some size now. Generally, it tends to take us some time to be able to kind of stabilize operation, any new segment that you get into, or possibly, I mean, to be able to find any new opportunity also takes some time. So have you started looking at any newer segments besides roads and water? Let's say railways or metros or anything of that sort?
See, we are looking at, where we find some synergy. Definitely we are looking at projects, but as of now, formally we can't say. But our focus will continue to remain on highways sector.
Sure. And just one last from my side, I think, on the monetization part, I think earlier we were looking to monetize 6 hybrid annuities, 1 BOT toll and 1 BOT annuity, and seems there is a change right? Now we're looking at 11 HAM and 1 BOT toll. So BOT annuity, we're not planning to go ahead with the transaction. And would the prospective buyers be the same, which were there earlier for these 8 assets that we had, or these are all 7 new prospective buyers now? So I also try and understand, will it be as if, the process starts afresh, or it is as if essentially, the continues from the last quarter?
No, it is fresh because the composition of the portfolio is now different.
Okay.
And 11 HAM projects comprising 5 already completed and 6 under construction, and 1 BOT toll. This time we have not included BOT annuity project. So the 12 are there, and so far firms have shown their interest, and we signed NDAs with them. Out of that, a couple of players were there earlier also, but majority of them are new.
Sure. And when you say, out of these 11 HAM, 2 HAM plus 1 BOT toll is at advanced stage, would you be able to share how much is the equity between these 3 invested?
Yeah.
In all the 12 projects, equity around 1,500 crore.
Okay.
And the debt is around 6,800 crore.
Sure. So उसमें 3 जो आप बोल रहे थे, 2 HAM and then there is 1 BOT, उनका separately would the number be possible?
Yeah. 3 HAM project is around 1,700 crore debt.
Okay.
And equity 360 crore.
Okay, sure. Thank you. That's it from my side. All the very best future.
Thank you. We have a question from the line of Jiten Rushi from Axis Capital.
Hi, sir. Thank you for the follow-up, sir. Sir, one last question on that claims which you said 3.65 crores. So if you said 40 lakhs is in revenue and balance is in interest, so that doesn't fit into the numbers, sir. So, sir, can I exactly say it? Either we can assume safely.
It is 2 crores is the amount. That is 2 crores is the claim amount, and 1.66 crore is the interest. Total 3.66 we got it. 2 crore is the claim amount, and 1.66 is the interest component. Total 3.66.
So basically, sir, the interest reported in Q3 is 116 crores. In that, this is 1.6 is there, and in revenue we can assume 2 crores, right, sir?
Actually, in this quarter we have booked the revenue around only 40 lakh rupees. Earlier already we have booked around 1 crore 50 lakh rupees earlier period.
So that was when, sir?
Yeah.
See, this project was completed way back in 2016.
Okay.
They not paid the final bill and other due payments, so these revenues were booked earlier, and only the additional revenue, incremental revenue of 40 lakhs we booked, and also the interest.
The interest. Okay. So basically 40 lakhs in revenue, 1.6 is in interest, and 1.5 crores was already earlier booked in the revenue. Okay, yes, sir. Yeah. That's it on my side. Thank you. Operator, any further questions?
No, there are no further questions at this time.
Okay. Sir, any closing remarks from your side?
Yes. Thank you everyone for your participation in our earnings call. In case of further queries, you may get in touch with the Strategic Growth Advisor, our Investor Relation Advisor, or feel free to get in touch with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Axis Capital Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.